Hello, welcome to our gentle Qigong class this morning. We're going to be doing kidney Qigong. Winter is the time of water. It's the element associated with winter. And water is associated with our kidneys and our bladder. So we're going to be talking about kidneys, what they do for us, and how we nourish them. The kidneys in Chinese medicine they govern the reproductive system, developmental system, your bones, your brain, your hair, and your hearing. They support gentle aging and strong bones and mental acuity. In Western medicine, the kidneys eliminate waste, toxins, excess water from our system. They balance the minerals in our bloodstream, like potassium and sodium. They level out our blood pressure, and they secrete hormones that help other systems. For example, one hormone that the kidneys secrete produces red blood cells. So another way that we are going to talk about nourishing our kidneys besides doing Qigong is through our diet. Number one, water. Hydrate. You need to drink 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. And black foods are very nourishing to the kidneys. Black foods are loaded with antioxidants. For example, black beans, black rice, black lentils, black raisins and currants and prunes, balsamic vinegar, and the deep purple like eggplant, and the deep blue like blueberries, blackberries. These are all very good for the kidneys. So we're going to start with some gentle stretches and warm-up exercises. And when we're doing these, please stay within your range of motion. If something hurts, listen to your body. It's telling you, this hurts. So you need to adapt that movement to fit your own body's abilities. For example, say you have a sore shoulder, and we're going to be doing arm rotations. Maybe you need to make smaller rotations, or maybe you just need to let that arm with the sore shoulder rest by your side and use the other arm. Also, you can use your mind, use your imagination, and imagine that that arm or that leg is doing the movement. Your power of intention is powerful. So we're going to start with waist rotations. And I want you to stand with your feet together. I think you can see my feet. Now, if your balance is a little wobbly and this is hard, I don't want you to fall over, so just step to the side a little bit until you feel stable. Otherwise, keep your feet together because we're always working on our balance. Imagine that this is one big fat foot. I want you to place your palms on your kidneys. Now your kidneys are 2 inches above your waist and about 1 inch on either side of the spine. So make sure you're just not comfortably holding onto your waist. Raise the hands a little bit. And there's another benefit to this. It opens up all these muscles through your chest. So if you sit hunched over a computer or a desk, this is good for opening up the chest muscles. Your palms, your hands are on your kidneys, and you're going to make waist rotations to your right. And a good way to do this, and it will keep you from moving your shoulders and your head too much, is to imagine that you're drawing a circle with your navel, your belly button, drawing a circle to the right. Also, that puts your attention on the waist and that area of the abdomen. So rotate the waist to the right, and then massage the kidneys up and down. This is very good for your kidneys. Up and down, side to side. And now to the left. Rotate your waist to the left. This also gives a gentle massage to the internal organs in your abdomen. The kidneys, your stomach, your liver, gallbladder, spleen, pancreas. And now place your right hand right in the middle of your chest. Cover it with your left hand. This is called the middle dantian, major energy circle, center. The first one is here in the forehead, between the eyebrows. The second one is in the middle of your chest. And the third one is in the belly, about 2 finger widths below your navel and deep within the body. That's your lower dantian. So we're going to massage middle dantian. And then switch hands and go in the opposite direction. Now step to the side so your feet are about shoulder width apart. And I want you to place your fingers on your hip bones, or your thumbs on your hip bones, and your fingers back on your hip. You might have a little dip in your hip. And if you stood on one leg and moved one leg up and down, you'll feel the hip joint move beneath your fingers, and you'll know you're in the right place. We're going to do hip rotations to the right. So this gives a gentle internal massage to the organs in the pelvis. And it loosens up the hip joints, the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments. If anything hurts your back, then you need to make smaller circles. Or maybe just stand and imagine that you're making these hip rotations. And now massage that point in your hip. This is called the Wantiao point. It's on the gallbladder channel. And this is good for sciatic pain. And then we're going to massage the low back all the way down to your tailbone. Thumbs back on the hip bones, fingers on the Wantiao points in the hip. Rotate your hips to the left. Place your right hand on your abdomen, right about where your navel is. Cover it with your left hand and massage. Switch hands, go in the opposite direction. And feet together. We're going to massage our knees, and first we're going to warm up our hands. So just run them back and forth. And by the way, everything that we're doing can be done sitting in a chair. So say you're still in treatment. Maybe you've just had surgery, or you're still in chemo and radiation therapy. Sit down in a chair. It will be easier for you than standing, and do everything that we're doing in a sitting position. This is a good one to do in a chair. We're just going to massage our knees. You're going to go down on the inside of the leg and up on the outside. And now massage in the opposite direction. And then let's massage the back of the knees. And then I want you to brush down the back of your legs. This is hard in a chair. That's okay. And then feet apart and brush up on the inside of the leg from the ankle to the groin. And feet together. Interlace your fingers, thumbs and little fingers touching, palms out. We're going to push out. Try to go higher than your head and straight down the front of the body. This will increase the flexibility in your arms and strengthen your arms. And then bring the arms up, and if you can, bring them back by your ears so you get a really good stretch down the sides of your body. And do 4 shallow back bends. If you have stenosis in your spine, do very shallow back bends or no back bends. And then we're going to go to the right, your right, 4 times. And to the left, 4 times. And then lower your hands. We're going to bend halfway over and continue with arm rotations. If you have any metastasis in your spine, cancer in your spine, it's best if you don't do a full forward bend. That puts too much stress on the spine if you have any cancer in your spine. You can go forward a little bit, but be careful. So we're going to, again, we're going to bend from the hip. Right here is an inguinal crease. It's where the top of your thigh connects to the trunk of your body. In Tai Chi, we call that the qua. So for today, I'll call it the hip. So if you haven't done this before, put your fingers here in this inguinal crease. Kind of push your bottom out and extend out over your feet, keeping your back flat. And interlace your fingers, thumbs and little fingers touching, and continue with your arm rotations. Now you don't need to go all the way down. I just sort of naturally go down. You stay within your range of motion. And then press towards the floor in front of your toes. Bring the hands to knee level and push. And again. And one more time. Bring the hands to knee level. Turn to your right. Push with your hands next to your right foot. Come to knee level and push. 2 more. Feel the stretch in the opposite leg. Come up to knee level. Carefully turn to the left. Push next to the left foot. 4 times. Now come back to center. Hold your elbows and do more rotations, letting the body go up and down at the hip joints. If you're tired and you can't stay in this position, then stand up. Otherwise, release your arms and let your spine stretch out. Take a breath in and exhale. Put your hands up on your hips and brush down the back of your legs about 4 times. And then we're going to pat all the joints and in between the joints. So hips, knees, ankles. Hips, knees, ankles. Then bend your knees, drop your bottom down, and slowly stand up. Now the next exercise we're going to do is called chin to toe. There is a little prep that we can do to get ready to do it, and you may find that it's enough for you. It just depends on how fit you are at this stage in your life. We're going to stretch out the calf. So I'm going to demonstrate on this little piece of wall here. And I'm going to put my right leg forward, and I'm going to bend my front leg, the right leg, keep the back leg straight, and just stretch into it and feel the calf stretching out. Hold it maybe 10 seconds or as long as you like. All right, let's switch feet. Put the left foot forward. Bend the forward leg. Feel that stretch in the back of your right calf. Okay, now we're ready to do chin to toe. I only know a handful of people in the world that can actually put their chin to their toe, but it's a wonderful exercise for stretching out the entire back of your body, and especially right behind the thighs. So put your right foot forward, not right in front, but slightly to the side, and lift your toes up. Now, if you're sitting in a chair, this much you can do. You can put that foot out and you can lift your toes. Okay, the rest of us, remember that inguinal crease. We're going to lift our rib cage up, bend the left knee, and extend out over the right leg. And then you can hold your elbows, or if you're not feeling too flexible this morning, you can interlace your fingers. That's easier. Go down the front of your shin bone, just below your knee, out beyond your toes, and circle back to the shin bone. I'm going to switch to my elbows. And then I'm not going to touch this floor, but you want to put out 10 fingers. If you're at home, you can go ahead and touch the floor. And if you cannot reach the floor, no problem. You stand up to where there's no strain on your back, and you point to the floor with all 10 fingers. Use your imagination. Imagine that you have very long fingers. Okay, we're going to massage the leg. So put one hand on the inner thigh, the other hand on your hip, and massage down and up. And then we're going to slap the big joints, hip, knee, ankle, and in between. So hip, knee, ankle. Put the foot flat and slowly ease yourself up out of that position. Notice how one side feels different than the other side now. My right side feels more alive, okay? Left foot out, we need to balance this out. So left foot out, toes up. Remember, if this is too much for you, you can always do the wall exercise. All right, let's bend that right leg, face your left foot, bend from the hip, keeping your back nice and flat, and holding your elbows or your fingers. Go down your shin bone, out beyond the toes. And then 10 fingers on either side of your left foot. Keep the right leg bent, the knee over the foot. Don't let it collapse into the middle. And keep the left leg straight. Now we're going to massage the left leg. And again, we're going to hit all the joints, slap all the joints, and in between. Hip, knee, ankle. Put the foot flat and slowly ease yourself up. Okay. So we're just going to do some kicks. That stirs up a lot of stale chi or energy in your lower extremities. So let's hold our kidneys and just gently kick across the body, flexing the ankle for a heel kick. So lift and extend the leg out. Lift and extend the leg out. Now point the toe for a toe kick. Bend, extend, and bring the leg straight back. Okay. There's a little massage. Remember I said the kidneys govern the brain and our hearing. So I'm going to show you a massage for your hearing. Take these two fingers on your right hand, one in front of your ear, one in back, and massage up. We can do both ears at the same time. You only want to go up, not down. And this is for our hearing. And the next one is called Drums of Heaven. It's for your hearing and your brain. So you're going to cover your ears with your palm of your hands and tap the back of your head. The next Qigong exercise is called Dragon Spiraling Up the Pillar, and it's specifically for the kidneys. You're going to stand with your feet together. You're taking your left hand and putting it on the end of your shoulder. Your right hand is going to go to the back and lay across your back, just above your waist. And then when you switch, one hand is coming to the front on the end of your shoulder, the other hand to the back across the back, just above your waist. Now there's a little more to it. So I'm going to bend my knees, and as I come up, as I straighten my knees, I'm going to place my hands shoulder and back. And then I'm going to bend my knees during that transition and come up. And this is done slowly. Let's put the breath with it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. All right. For those of you who are maybe not feeling too well and find the exercises too strenuous, there is something that you can do just sitting in a chair that is strictly for the kidneys. They're called mudras. Mudras are yoga of the fingers, with the fingers, okay? You can sit down in your chair, put the thumb and the little fingers together like this, and just let your other fingers relax out, and then let the hands rest on your thighs. Sit up nice and straight in your chair. Close your eyes and take long, deep breaths. Maybe you want to count to 4 as you're inhaling, and hold for a second, and then exhale to the count of 4. And then when you get a nice, relaxed breath going, you might want to visualize a stream with running water. This is about water and the kidneys. Or you might want to just think about a nice, tall glass of water. And that's very calming and soothing and good for your kidneys. I think that is it today. I hope you've enjoyed this session on kidney Qigong for the winter. Every season has its own element. We have water, earth, metal, fire, and so on. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe.